Good morning, over ladies and gentlemen and other species and genders. We are here for the race of the century. General Lotz in the blue car is going to be racing, and we're going to see if he can go all the way to the top of the cup. He's quickly blasting into second place, and he's trying to trail behind the yellow car. Oh, getting past him. Oh, there he goes. Oh, he lost some distance on the turn there, but he's staying right on his tail. And they both go up the jump, totally fine. Will he pass? Oh, General Lotz takes first place all of a sudden. Can General Lotz maintain first place? We do not know. He's going into the turns. Oh, the 90-degree turn! Oh, and he makes it okay. And lap 1 is complete. We have 4 laps remaining. General Lotz is getting some energy back into his car so that he can take a couple more hits. 4 laps remaining, as I just said, and General Lotz is already lapping one of the other contestants. And then he goes around the turn. He's totally fine. Charging down the straightaway, off the jump again. Nice 90-degree turn. Oh, he takes it just fine, not going into the rough at all. And General Lotz is just still plowing along. No enemy racers even in sight. And the 180-degree turn. Apologies for calling it the 90-degree turn last time. He makes it just fine. 3 laps remaining. General Lotz is grabbing up another boost. And he's going to lap another contestant. Goodbye, flashing car. Goodbye. General Lotz is boosting hard. Oh, and he smashes right into the wall. But it's okay. He is still in first place and laps another contestant. 90-degree turn is handled just fine. General Lotz is plowing right ahead just fine. Oh, fine. And another lap for General Lotz. Takes the 180-degree turn just fine. It looks like this is the end of lap 3. 2 laps remaining. Powering up one more time. Getting a little bit of energy back for that big smash he had on the turn. Oh, a pair of contestants blocking General Lotz's path. And he just scoots on by. Going in on the inside. Oh, misses the jump, but that's okay. Don't really need that right now. Flashing car, don't want to hit that. They will explode. General Lotz is powering on. It looks like the 180-degree turn is coming up, and can he make it? Oh, he makes it with barely any touch into the rough. Oh, he does tap another enemy car, but it's okay. They weren't going to explode. One final bit of energy for General Lotz's final lap on the first race of this circuit. General Lotz still has both boosts remaining, and there goes one, and he's powering along just fine onto the straightaway off the jump. Oh, General Lotz almost twitched and went off into the dead zone. But it's okay, he's powering through the twisty section and is powering through the last straightaway around the turn. Oh, and he doesn't even hit the rough. And General Lotz has taken race number 1 with the Blue Falcon. General Lotz, how do you feel after race number 1?
It got a little hairy there at the end. I did slam into that wall once. Not really sure what happened there. Probably some crosswind.
A very impressive final lap of 25 seconds, and General Lotz is into race number 2. And he powers ahead. There goes that yellow car, as always, in the first place. But it's okay. General Lotz is sticking right on his tail in second. Going to the first big turn. No problems there. Ooh, General Lotz is ramming the wall a little bit and staying in the rough, but he's still in second. Trying to maintain his position on the yellow car, bounces off once, but he does take first place. But now General Lotz has to contend with the yellow car being close behind, but it seems like he's just pulling, ooh, one bounce off the side, and the yellow car is still right behind him, apparently, going into the blue field of crazy vision. And the straightaway into lap number 2. General Lotz is still in a solid first place. Powers up to deal with those bounces off the walls. General Lotz has already lapped the first car on the race. Didn't hit the wall that time, staying out of the rough just fine. General Lotz is powering through and has passed his second victim. General Lotz does bounce off the wall for a second there, but it's okay. Yellow car still has not shown its face again and has not passed General Lotz. Oh, but he's still on his tail. He's still right behind the General, but it's okay. He's going to power on and stick in first place for the 3rd lap. General Lotz powers up, but is totally fine and is ready to go again. Ooh, he does bounce off that car once, but it's okay. He's still going on. Yellow is still right on his tail, apparently, but General Lotz is not giving up first that easily. Powers through the twists and turns and takes the 90-degree turn just fine. Another 90-degree. Ooh, just okay. Bounced off the wall a little bit, but it's okay to the blue zone and passed it just fine. Don't hit the exploding car, General. And powered into 4th lap. General Lotz powers up again to deal with those couple little bounces he had, but he's okay, and no sign of even getting close to the yellow car, so it seems like General Lotz is in a commanding first, although he did just run over the rough for a while there. But he still seems to be holding on just fine. No one is challenging him, and all these runners-up cars are just getting passed by the wayside. Lotz did hit off the wall a little while ago, and just again there, but it's okay. He's not really losing any speed. He's sticking at a solid 400+ kilometers per hour, and it's the final lap. Lotz grabs a bunch of energy he didn't really need and is steadily powering through the lap. No sign of any opposition, no exploding cars. The pair duo right at the end of the race like last time. Oh, there is an exploding car up ahead. Will Lotz bypass it? Oh, he bounced off and into the wall. That's going to slow him down a lot, drop below 300 kilometers per hour for a second there. But the yellow car has still not managed to make its appearance. General Lotz goes to the blue zone and is going to power ahead to victory. General, how was that race?
It's a lot harder. There are a lot more twists and turns than that. Really needed a lot of drift work, but overall it did pretty well. Did hit that one exploding car, but it was really hard to actually miss it. What actually did happen is I bounced off the wall into it, but it was very hard to actually avoid.
Still an impressive race, even with that exploding car at the end. The final lap was the fastest yet again for the General. Here we go into race number 3. And as always, the yellow car powers ahead to first place, but General Lotz is not giving up any ground. He's just sticking in solid second. Ooh, 180-degree turn. Bounces off yellow and already in first place in less than 10 seconds. Oh, this is a 180-degree turn. Ooh, the General hits into the wall, but it's okay. He's still got first place on the bag. General Lotz manages to weave through the narrow alley of not rubble and takes the 90-degree turn just fine. A lot of twists and turns on this map, folks. We're really ramping things up here. But General Lotz just skirts by and doesn't hit the wall. But it would appear that yellow is right on his tail, ready to pounce if he should make a single mistake. But it's okay. General Lotz powers through lap number 1. Is solidly still in first place. A little tap on the wall, but no big deal. General Lotz is still just going to power through the twists and turns. First lapped opponent. 180-degree turn. Joe almost fine until the end where he did hit the wall a little bit, but it's okay. Yellow is not there to pounce. Oh, but that was a lot of running in the rough. Yellow might be catching up to the General. He's still solid on his tail, and he falls back a little bit. He just cannot keep up with General Lotz's speed and maneuvering. General Lotz is just powering through. Ooh, almost took that turn too wide and hit the wall, but General Lotz made it just barely. And that's 2 laps down, 3 laps to go. Another lapped opponent getting in the way. Even in first place, General still has to pass people. But it's okay. He's just powering along. 180-degree turn. Ooh, solid bounce on the wall, but yellow is not close enough to capitalize. General Lotz not hitting the rough, not running the rough this time. Got to pass another opponent just fine. 90-degree turn. Ooh, that was a little bit riding the wall, and yellow is getting close. But General Lotz is still holding on to first place. And yellow is forced to fall back on the wide turn. General Lotz maintains first place for the next lap. And we now have just 2 laps remaining. Ooh, that turn took a little wide, and General Lotz ran to the rough and hit the wall a little bit. There is an exploding car up ahead. Can General Lotz deal with it on the 180-degree turn? Oh, hits the wall but does not hit the exploding car. He is just fine. General Lotz is powering through. Ooh, that was a lot of rough. Yellow might Ooh, yellow takes first place for the first time in this entire circuit, but General Lotz grabs it back, although he is hitting the wall a whole lot. But it's okay. Yellow cannot catch up to General Lotz. He has regained first place, and ooh, just barely loses it to yellow. And for the first lap in this circuit, yellow is in first place at the end of the lap. General Lotz took a lot of damage there, and yellow is in a solid first place. Can General Lotz reclaim first place on this final lap? He's pushing yellow ahead. He's riding the wall. He can't catch up to yellow. 180-degree turn is going to make or break. Oh, General Lotz bounced off the early wall and lost ground on yellow. Can he make it back up? There he goes. Yellow gets messed up on the duo and is forced to fall back. General Lotz taking first place once again, but General Lotz has still got plenty of enemies to contend with to get past if he wants to stay ahead of yellow. Oh, and yellow bounces him around, but General Lotz somehow maintains first place. He's almost dead. General Lotz is not going to win the race. Yellow takes race number 3. General, what happened?
All the blocker cars kind of got in the way towards the end, and it just going around those 180-degree turns, the car is just not quite as agile as it should be, even with the drift and even with the braking.
Well, despite General Lotz's second place, we're still going on to race number 4, and immediately, as always, yellow, the strongest opponent in the entire circuit, dashes ahead into first. General Lotz swiftly avoiding the rough patches at the start of the race. staying right on Yellow's tail. This is the first race where you must make a jump. General Lotz uses the boost pad to pull ahead of Yellow and maintain his lead with the second boost. General Lotz is grabbing some energy, but it is getting narrow in here right now. But that's okay. General Lotz makes it through the narrow section and falls onto the straightaway once again with Yellow in close pursuit. But General Lotz is not going to give up first place that easily and maintains first for the entire first lap. Going into lap number 2, General Lotz once again dodges 90% of the rough patches and powers ahead into the first straightaway. But he is hitting the walls a whole bunch. Oh man, he's bouncing around. Yellow is waiting to capitalize, and General Lotz is boosting into the walls. Can he get out of them and get some energy back? This is the narrow section. Yellow's still on General Lotz's tail. It is not going to be easy. Takes the boost pad, but runs right into the wall again, unfortunately. But it is not enough to give up first place for lap 2. Going into lap number 3, General Lotz already has hit one of the neutral racers, but has managed to avoid the rough patches and maintained first through the rough section at the start of the race. General Lotz is powering into the straightaway with the 2 boosts. Oh, and this time he does not plow right into the wall with the boost, and that time he avoids it too, just barely. Bounce off the wall very marginally, but makes it through the boost, or the power section. Hits off the neutral car. Oh, Yellow sneaks in on the boost pad for first place and just holds on to it right at the end of the lap, but General Lotz takes back first place right at the start of lap number 4. Ooh, definitely manages to dodge both the rough patches and the exploding car, but rides the wall a little bit into the boost pad and misses it. Hopefully Yellow can't capitalize, but it looks like Yellow's right on his tail. General Lotz missed the boost pad, but luckily Yellow ran right into him and didn't get anything out of it. General Lotz makes it through the boost area mostly unharmed, although right at the end, right afterward, he hits the walls a whole bunch. Ooh, there's already almost a quarter of his power gone, but it's okay. He's still in first place going into the final lap. However, it is important to remember this is where General Lotz lost it on the last race to Yellow, but so far Yellow is still not anywhere to be seen, but it will come down to these boost pads. General Lotz misses the first boost pad, and Yellow is clearly on his tail. There's an exploding car right there. General Lotz hits the wall a whole bunch, but does not hit the exploding car, but it goes into the boost area. Oh, and he gets power without hitting the exploding car. Incredible. Back onto the final straightaway. General Lotz missed the boost pad, but Yellow is not close enough, and General Lotz takes the race. General, your thoughts as always.
It was a lot harder this time. There's a lot of wind, a lot of crosswind going on. They don't call this death wind for nothing, that's for sure. That's where I lost it into the walls. Just big gusts, constant all throughout.
And General Lotz did have, as always with his victories, his best lap was his last one. And as always, we go into level 5 here, and Yellow immediately takes a big lead on that. Even with that 90-degree turn, General Lotz is still staying in a solid second place. General Lotz going with the left path, while Yellow goes with the right, and General Lotz manages to dodge the mines, taking first place with that shortcut. Jumps over the rough patch and is... Ooh, but Yellow is still on him. This is a lot of tight turns, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, that was not a good one. That was a big loss of time on Yellow. General Lotz plowed into that 90-degree turn. Oh, and he just managed to hit that wall. And General Lotz is actually in third place right now to green. Yellow is being caught up, though, and General Lotz just takes second place at the end of the power area. But this is where the turns get rough, everybody. General Lotz does hit the walls and hits the last mine and goes directly through the rough patch, but he isn't still in first place. Yellow is not caught up just yet, but General Lotz is riding the walls a whole lot. General Lotz is still in first, though. Ooh, can he make it? Nope, he hit the wall and did not make it through unscathed, but Yellow is still not caught up. General Lotz powers into this. Oh, no, General Lotz got caught in the corner for a while and is in third place going into lap number 3. General Lotz is going to need as much power as he can get, but it will not be enough. General Lotz is going to start this lap at half health. Can he make it through this lap alive? Green gets messed up by the little sidecar, but still loses second place to General Lotz. General Lotz does make the jump that time and doesn't really get stuck in the rough like he did last time, but Yellow still has a commanding lead going into the 90-degree turns of doom. General Lotz powers through. Ooh, and he hits 2 walls and loses to Green in third place. Powering into the second set of turns, General Lotz makes it through mostly unscathed this time, but still is in third place to Green and has pretty much lost all the health he gained and is going to get right back to half. Marginally less than the last time when he came through. 2 laps remaining. Can General Lotz even just hold on to second place for this race? I don't know. Green is still ahead of him, and General Lotz is riding the walls a lot. General Lotz hits a little bit of the rough, but most of it is avoided. But General Lotz's power is getting quite low. He can't maintain the speeds he needs on these tight turns, and the walls are really taking their punishment. Green is in a dead heat, but General Lotz takes second place, and he dodges the exploding car, but hits the walls a little bit. General Lotz is getting very low on power. Can he make it through the last lap? It looks like Yellow is unattainable, but can General Lotz even survive to see the end of the race? Powering through the initial straightaway. Will General Lotz go for the shortcut? No, he's going to follow Yellow around the long curve and misses the jump, losing a lot of speed in the process. Hits the rough. General Lotz is down into the danger zone on his power. Going into the 2 sets of 90-degree turns. The first one is mostly a success, just hits the wall at the very end there. General Lotz is going to the second turn set. Ooh, and gets a big hit. And hits the final enemy racer before the end of the race to get blown up. General, what happened?
Those turns were just, well, as you said, turns of doom. It was very difficult to even make it out. It's a good thing I had a parachute on, otherwise I'd be dead. Really, I honestly don't know how you're supposed to make it that fast. I mean, I guess you need to take the car back, see what we can do with it. Maybe try to make it a bit more agile. But it's still fun racing. I enjoyed it. In fact, we're going to try it again.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, General Lotz is going to give one more shot to level 5, Silence. And here we go with the start of the race. Yellow, as always, powering into first place. But, as always, General Lotz is there, right behind. Going into the straightaway to the shortcut. Will General Lotz take the shortcut? Yes, he will. Let's see if he can dodge the mines. Yes, he dodges and makes the jump very skillfully. And is in a solid first place. Going into the turns of doom after these few straightaways. And the first turn. And General Lotz hits right into the corner and ends up in 4th place for the first time in the entire circuit. And the second turn. Ooh, General Lotz definitely manages ramming directly into a wall and is going to stay in 4th for the end of the lap, but will swiftly take 3rd place from Pink. Trying to pass Green. General Lotz makes the turn a little wide, and Green still stays in 2nd, but General Lotz is going to take the shortcut. Not hit a mine. Ooh, very skillfully done. General Lotz goes from 3rd to 1st place in an instant, as he must now, having navigated the early turns, navigate the turns of doom again. Ooh, a very solid run on the first turn of doom on this lap. And the second one. Ooh, just as solid. General Lotz just has little glancing blows, and he was going to get back to pretty much full health after this run. 3 laps remaining. General Lotz is going to thread his way through the early turns, through the long straightaway, into the shortcut. He's going to take the shortcut again, hits a mine, and bounces into the rough. That's a rough one. General Lotz spots Yellow jumping over the rough, but just barely manages to maintain first going into the turn of doom. Ooh, and after a first initial hit, he makes it through the turn, although his health is getting low now. The second turn, just handled beautifully. General Lotz losing less health than he's ever lost on one of those turns in either of these attempts. Gaining back a bunch of health, going back up to about 3/4, going into the straightaway with Yellow very hot on his tail. General Lotz goes for a hit, but misses and hits the wall and slows down. Can he take the jump? Yes! General Lotz makes the jump and maintains his hold on first place. Goes to the first little turns, and is on the straightaway to the turns of doom. Going through the first one, and General Lotz barely grazes the final wall and makes it through okay. But with an exploding car up ahead in the turn of doom, what will happen? Hits the exploding car, loses a lot of health, and Yellow goes into 2nd place. But General Lotz rams... Ooh, Green goes into 1st place. That has never happened before. Yellow gets pushed back and bounced around by Green and General Lotz. Going into the straightaway before the shortcut, General Lotz, what's he going to do? He is going to go on to the shortcut, of course, and take the jump. And beautiful. General Lotz maintains a solid 1st place now. Going in through the first early turns, takes a little bit of damage. Into the turns of doom with Green and Yellow right behind. General Lotz takes it. Green is still running for 2nd. Ooh, General Lotz is getting really low on health. The second turn of doom. General Lotz takes it really slow and takes barely any damage. But with Green neck and neck, General Lotz takes 2nd place. General?
Well, after, looking back at our first attempt, when you go around those turns, you cannot just brake or stick with drifting. If you do that, you're still going to run into the wall. What you have to do is just have to slow down entirely, and just take it really slow and methodical. And everybody just looks at going as quickly as possible, but sometimes you do have to just slow down. I'm really surprised that Green was actually able to take it out. They actually have had a pretty rough season this year, But it's good to see them actually win. I'm actually pretty pleased with my own performance. Led the rank, throughout most of this circuit. And only went 2nd place on 2. Looking forward to coming back.
Alright. Going into the final... Oh, never mind. We're done.
Yep.
Thought there was another race, but never mind. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed watching General Lotz take his attempt at the circuit. In the F-Zero circuit. Will there be another race? We'll see. But until next time, my name is Tim Petey. I've been your announcer.
I'm General Lotz, the racer. And we'll see you later.